after my last video, somebody asked, what are the human needs? Well, there's 6 of them, and I'm going to list them out for you. Okay, so the 6 human needs. Now, these are 6 human needs that every person on earth tries to meet. One way or another, doesn't matter how young or old. Doesn't matter what country you're from, society, culture, does not matter. This is pretty universal across the board. I'd like to take credit for this theory. I did not develop it. I've just been trained in it. So these 6 are broken up into 2 categories. The first 4 are more basic level needs that we all try to meet, but there's 2 higher level needs that we all kind of search for that higher level of fulfillment or happiness. All right, so the first 4, very first one is called certainty. We all want a certain amount of certainty in our life, right? Whether it's security, right, in our life, whether it's in a relationship, in our careers, financial, certainty of where we're going to sleep at night. So it kind of goes into the more basic food and shelter. We got to have more stability. We want stability in our lives. The second one, which is the complete opposite, is variety. Variety is the spice of life, right? So if everything was the same all the time, we would be bored out of our minds. So we got to have some kind of variance or variety in our life, and we do that in different ways. Y'all like variety, right? And you like surprises, but you really like surprises that you like, right? Like birthday surprises or birthday parties, presents, things like that. The surprises that you don't like, we call problems. And so, but it still adds that sense of variety in our life. Number 3 is significance. Now, I've noticed a big difference with men and women in this. We definitely have our own ways, typically, of how we try to meet these needs. Number 4 is love and connection. Now, this is across the board. Men and women, we try to meet those needs. Definitely tends to be a higher priority for women to have that connection through relationships and family. Now, with all 6 of these needs, what's the cool part is that I could have the same need as somebody else, but we meet them differently. I may pursue something else that tries to meet that need than somebody else. Or I might have a completely different need than somebody else. Maybe significance is higher up on my priorities than someone else. Their top priority is love and connection. So it's cool how everybody is a little different. We have these 6 needs, but everybody's a little different. Not only what's important to them, but how they go about meeting those needs. And once you understand your needs, you can really understand why you're making your decisions. It's really at the core of who you are. Now, with that being said, like I started this video, have you ever asked yourself, why do I keep doing this? Or why do I keep doing what I hate? What's very typical is most people will forego their values to meet their needs. So if you really don't understand why you keep making these same choices, it's probably because you're trying to meet a need. Now, trying to meet a need isn't inherently bad. We can meet our needs in good ways and bad ways, right? There's a healthy way and then there's an unhealthy way. So maybe what we need to do is shift how we meet those needs. So a lot of people understand that. A lot of people will forego their values to meet their needs. Needs are usually our driving force in making their decisions. All right, so those are the first 4. The last 2, like I said, are more higher level, more spiritual level kind of fulfillment when you're looking for true joy, fulfillment in life, really finding purpose in who you are and what you're doing. That is, the last 2 is growth and contribution. So those 2 really speak to more of becoming something more than what you are right now, and then also being part of something that's bigger than yourself. That's when we're really trying to find true happiness.
Think of a place that's really perfect. Your own happy place. Go there and all your anger will just disappear.
So that's not to say that life is all about pursuit of happiness or being happy all the time. Those last two needs are really about being part of something bigger than yourself, contributing and growth, and just being more, other than those just basic needs that we try to meet for ourselves. Now, these needs can change over time. If you would have asked me 10 or 15 years ago, or if I took the test, 10, 15 years ago, they'd probably be very different than what they are now. Now, with that being said, I'm going to give you a little insight. Contribution has kind of always been up my higher level needs, whether it was when I was a police officer or now that I'm a coach and trainer. I'm always looking for ways I can contribute to others. But nonetheless, it can still change over time. So it's good to know what your current needs are and to understand those. So you guys out there, usually what I see is a lot of higher needs that you are trying to meet are contribution or significance. Now again, those two aren't bad or unhealthy, but sometimes they can become too much of a focus and it can become unhealthy. What I mean by that is, some guys will try to meet that contribution or significance need by throwing themselves into their job, into their career, pursuit of the promotion, the next raise, which again is not bad at all. Hard work is good. And we're always trying to better ourselves in that way, always willing to contribute more in that way. And a lot of you may see it as contributing to your family, which is awesome. Buying a house that everybody can be comfortable in, buying the new cars, and a pursuit of money or finances that will make your life better.
Money, money, money.
Now, where the problem mostly comes in at is that when we get too focused on meeting our own needs for that contribution or significance, when we're too focused on providing for our family in only one way. So what we need to understand as men, especially as family men, that our needs, our family's needs, our spouse's needs are not going to be the same, right? So for women, typically you might see more certainty and love or connection that they're searching for, trying to meet those needs. And there needs to be communication between the two to understand that what we're trying to do as men and meet our needs and providing for our families isn't necessarily meeting her top two needs. And once you understand your needs and her needs, your kids' needs, it breaks down a lot of the confusion in what they want from you.
What do you want? What do you want?
All right, there you have it. There's the 6 human needs broken down really quick, real brief description. Maybe by this video you can kind of judge or guess maybe what are some of your top needs. There actually is a test that you can take that will help you determine what your top 2 needs are. And once you get those top 2 needs figured out, we can kind of discuss how you're meeting those needs or maybe some better ways you can meet them. Now, this isn't the only way we make decisions. There's lots of other factors. Another big one is the pursuit of pleasure or maybe the avoidance of pain. So with all those factors put together, that's how we make our decisions. So a real quick recap. We have variety, certainty, love or connection, significance, contribution, and growth. Those are your 6. Keep the questions coming. I love this question. I love to explain it. Let me know if you have more.